And welcome, guys, to Saturday Morning Reviews. I'm your host, Vincent LaSpada, alongside the man that needs no introduction, Dan Skip Allen. What is going on, my friend?
Oh, nothing much, man. Just been a long week, a lot of problems at the house, but trying to fit in some movies and fit in some TV shows and some stuff to watch while I'm dealing with all these problems at my house.
Yeah. I know you got you're like Bob the Builder over there.
Well, I wish I knew how to build something, so then I don't have to worry about anything breaking because I could just
Uh,
fix it.
this is I look at this as a special episode. Space movies are probably a lot of people's favorite movies. It takes you to another world where um if you actually aren't in the greatest state of mind, it takes you to another place where you wish you could be. Um and I think one movie in particular that made that make more sense, and it uh it captured everybody's attention, would be Star Wars. Um Star Wars is what was it, 87?
97. It was a 77.
77. Um George Lucas made these films that, at the time they were way ahead of their time. I mean, there were some of the special effects and some of the CGI in this movie. You would think like, wow, how are we doing this? And now you watch the Star Wars films today, and it's just it makes those movies look small compared to what they do now.
Yeah, I mean, but George Lucas did create a company that innovated visual effects and CGI and stuff like that. Remember, Industrial Light and Magic were the company that did the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park, the first one. So he did do a lot of innovations in movies. Yeah, have they surpassed that? Probably, but you still have to give Industrial Light and Magic and the crew that he created that made Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, and a lot of sci-fi movies of the 80s into the 90s, like Terminator 2, The Abyss, those movies. You have to give them credit, I think.
Yes, we always have to give a nod to the people that put their heart, their sweat, their tears into these projects. But another movie that I think wasn't far behind, and this is a battle you have between fans of the different genres. You got, on one hand, you got Star Wars, and on the other hand, you got Star Trek. So
Yeah.
you got two of these people, or some people don't like the Star Trek people, and the Star Trek people don't like the Star Wars people. So it's
Yeah, Vinny, I'll tell you, it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand just because you're a fan of Star Wars, you can't like Star Trek. Because guess what? I'm a fan of both. I love them both for various reasons. Like, especially like Star Trek: The Next Generation, the TV show that they ended up spinning off into a series of movies. First Generations, and then First Contact, and then Nemesis, and vice versa. And then so. But like even the regular Star Trek, they spun that off into a series of movies that were really good, like Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, and Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home, and Star Trek VI: The Undiscovered Country, which is my favorite of the original series of movies. And then I like a couple of the other ones, but yeah, I don't know. That has never made sense to me, Vinny. That just because you're a fan of Star Wars doesn't mean you can be a fan of Star Trek. I'm a fan of both, and I love them both.
Yeah, they're just they're unique. But tonight we're going to be talking about a couple other films that are space movies. I'm talking about Apollo 13. I'm talking about Armageddon. I'm talking about one that I know you really don't like, Interstellar, The Martian, and Gravity. And then we have some nods to some of the other films that we're not talking about tonight. I guess we should start off with which I feel was one that kind of started it all. I mean, I know it wasn't the one that started all the space movies, but Apollo 13 I actually watched the other night with Tom Hanks, Kevin Bacon, um oh god
Gary
oh,
Sinise, Gary
what
Sinise, Gary Sinise.
yep, And there's one other big actor in there, isn't there?
Ed Harris.
Yeah, but there's one other.
And
Oh, Bill
Houston.
Paxton.
Bill Paxton, yeah. Ed Harris, Bill Paxton, yeah.
Bill
Ed Harris
Paxton.
was the guy on the ground in Houston who they were talking to. But you're right. Bill Paxton was one of Gary Sinise and
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon and Tom Hanks were basically the crew.
You know, they don't make movies like that anymore. Neither do we see space shuttles or anything to do with space like they did back in 95. I mean, that's, you know, NASA really isn't a thing anymore. You know, I mean, NASA's still around, but I mean, you know, Tesla and oh God, what's his name?
Amazon. I think they had a blue rocket went off today and landed back.
Yeah, but what's the guy's name?
Bezos, Jeff Bezos.
No. Of Tesla.
Oh, Elon Musk.
Elon Musk has turned the space world upside down with these automatic landing rockets, and we really don't know what's going on up there. We just think right now, you know, they're just bringing stuff up there, but I think they're creating a whole galaxy. I think later down the line, it's gonna be like Star Wars up there. I mean, they're gonna have the Death Star, and I mean, I honestly do think he's creating something that we don't know. I mean, there's no cameras in space. We don't know what he's creating.
You think he's creating a place to live for the 1%ers?
I mean, you don't know. You never know. You don't know what's going on up there. I mean, you know, I heard just yesterday that the Chinese, their shuttle got damaged, and now they can't come back home.
Oh boy.
So, I mean, there's no trash truck up there to collect all the debris and dust that's flying around.
Probably not.
And there's no guy like a pool guy up there with a net trying to catch all the stuff that's floating around. So
probably not.
So we don't know what's going on up there, but you know, Apollo 13 was one of the first movies that really showcased you know, the astronauts and NASA, and you know what it takes to train for these missions and to go walk on the moon. You know, the first guy that walked on the moon was Neil Armstrong, and they showed that part in the beginning of the film. And I mean, Tom Hanks, man. I mean, God, you can count on probably your hands and toes how many hits this guy's had, and how many movies that are so memorable with, you know, just Saving Private Ryan and Forrest Gump and
Philadelphia. Castaway, Philadelphia, like you said. Yeah, you're right. He's been in so many great films. You're absolutely big.
And this is just icing on the cake. I mean, this is just something that, you know, is very special to a lot of people. And even Bill Paxton, man. I mean, Bill Paxton with Twister, and what else are we missing with Bill Paxton?
I loved him in like Aliens. I liked him in Frailty.
Oh, that's right. He was in Aliens, huh?
Weird Science. He played the bully, big brother bully in Weird Science, which he got turned. He got his face turned into like a troll. He got turned into a troll or something like that in Weird Science, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Bill Paxton's a good actor. I really, really love him in Frailty. He plays the father, and he also directs Frailty. It's a fantastic movie. I highly recommend it.
But you know, you can't. Hold on. Here, sorry. You really can't. You can't go wrong with You can't go wrong with watching Apollo 13. I mean, Apollo 13 is such a classic.
You know, I want to say to you though, before you go on with the rest of your movies, the one that really kind of started it all for me was 2001: A Space Odyssey. And a lot of people.
No, you're right. You're totally right. I totally missed that one. You're absolutely right. That is a really big one. You're right. That, and you know, that started out really weird too. Like when you first see Space Odyssey, you don't know what you're really looking at, because the camera starts slowly panning to this shuttle with all these buttons lighting up, and you just don't know what's going on. And that's a good what, 6-7 minutes that it's like that, where there's nothing going on.
Yeah, it's the dinosaurs. It's the monkeys throwing the bone around, and it's the it's you're like, what the heck am I watching here? You know, and then it gets into the nitty gritty of robots taking over the ship, and
I haven't watched that in such a long time.
I can't do what you want, Hal. Hal 9000 takes over, and now we're living in an era where AI is taking over.
Yeah, we are. We're living in a scary era where, you know, what drives me nuts about this whole AI thing is that these billionaires and millionaires, like they really think that this is going to help us, and in some aspects it will, but and the way they want it to help us out, it's kind of eliminating human race. Like, I mean, the things that we think about, the things that we do, like it's making it seem like we don't have to think for ourselves. We just go on to AI, we type in what we want, and boom, there it is. Like, I mean, but we see that every day with, like, when you walk into Starbucks and somebody's ordered their drink on the app, like there's no communication between the barista or the customer, or the customers and the customers. It's flat out. Everybody's on their phone. You know, they're not even paying attention to the road. They're not paying attention to life. Like it's a really crazy time right now. So you said Space Odyssey, Apollo 13. I'm going to go in order and say Armageddon, with Bruce Willis and Bruce
Ben Affleck,
Billy Bob Thornton, Tyler, yep, Steve Buscemi, Owen Wilson, Will Fichtner,
William
Michael
Fichtner.
Clark.
Boy, I didn't realize how long he's been acting for. William Fichtner. That guy's been in all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, he's really good. I mean, there's some things that I never thought that there are things that I've seen him do that I really never thought he did.
Me too.
Michael Clark Duncan from the Green Mile. I mean, he's fantastic in this. Keith David from The Abyss. I mean, Jason Isaac. I mean, the list goes on and on. It's a Michael Bay film. The list goes on and on with this film.
Yeah.
And this one's a little different than Armageddon. This one's about saving the world of an impact
asteroid. Yeah,
an asteroid. This one is a little, you know, it's based out of it's based in Texas. No, excuse me. It's based. They say that the asteroid is as big as Texas. And you know what this one really kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of Independence Day a little bit.
Yeah, it has that vibe to it, where it's all about saving the planet and stuff. Except Independence Day is the aliens come attack, and we have to defend ourselves on the 4th of July. Where this is just a giant asteroid about to hit the planet. We got to figure a way to knock it off its course so it doesn't hit the planet. You know, so. They have similar vibes to it. It's the kind of movies that were coming out in the 90s. You know, you either had these kind of movies where it was the planet was being destroyed and we had to figure a way to save it, or you had the little small indie films. There wasn't anything in between. You know, it was kind of weird that way.
Yeah, it definitely took me a while to really understand and get this movie to where I enjoyed it. Not like Apollo 13, where I just fell in love with it right away. And I don't know if that's because I'm not a huge, and I know this is probably a shocker to you, I'm not a huge Bruce Willis fan.
Really? Oh, wow.
I'm not Die Hard doesn't really do it for me. Like, I like the movies, but they're not like Lethal Weapon. Like, Lethal Weapon is my kind of film, you know, with Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Huh?
No. That's fine. I mean, look, I'm more of a Stallone and Schwarzenegger guy. You're a Lethal Weapon guy.
I mean, listen, I love Sly. Like, Sly to me, like with the Rocky, like, I mean, he put the boxing world on the map when he created Rocky. Like, that is I mean, I don't think I could ever battle somebody. And I mean, I probably could, but I don't think anybody can battle the fact that Rocky is the greatest boxing movie that was ever made. And even the series. I mean, like there are some that are good, but Rocky takes the cake. I mean, Stallone has that on lock.
Yes, no, I understand that. I mean, Bruce Willis, he's a good guy that transitioned into from TV to action movies, and so. But I understand. No, not everybody's for everybody, you know.
So we move from Armageddon to. I mean, I know there's probably some that I'm gonna miss in between, but these are the ones that I think that kind of stand out. And if there's something else that I'm missing, please fill me in on. I'm gonna move on from there to Gravity with George Clooney and don't say her name. Do not say her name. George Clooney and Sandra Bullock. You also got Ed Harris in this film. And this one, listen, is this one like on the Mount Rushmore of like sci-fi space movies? No. It was nominated for an Oscar, correct?
Yep, and it won an Oscar for Cuarón as best director. I think that, and it won for CGI. I believe it was a CGI award. It won. It was some of the most realistic freaking space stuff I've ever seen. I'll be honest with you.
Well, I mean, I think some of the things we did not see in other movies that this one had was the fact that, I mean, we've never seen where pieces of the ship break off. You know, we don't, you know, we've never seen where, you know, this is before Interstellar where somebody gets injected from, you know, from the actual space station and they're floating around space. But I mean, let's just be honest, that would never actually happen. Like this, it could happen, but I think that person would die before they can realize what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to agree, but you just don't know with science. And these people are, they go to school and they study this stuff and they practice on all these scenarios that they have to go through in a space station and shuttles and stuff like that. So, I mean, I think it was pretty realistic if you ask me, but hey, I understand.
It was, but I think the part that was stupid, and I really don't think it could ever happen, is the fact that she's on a jetpack flying halfway across to the space station. Like that don't happen, okay? You're not the Rocketeer, and you're not going to make it from the space station to the Japanese space station. Like that don't happen.
Okay, all right.
That's there are some things that I think are so far fetched. I do like the part when she's dreaming right before she crash lands with Clooney, because you know, we don't know where Clooney was. We assume that Clooney, you know, is dead. You know, she has this dream where like he's back in the ship and trying to tell her how to land it and things like that.
Yeah.
So again, this is not like on the Mount Rushmore of space movies, but I mean, it does have good special effects. It did win for an Oscar. And there are a lot of things we didn't see. We go from there to a movie that I know, which I don't understand. Maybe I'm gonna tell you this. I think this has more of a life lesson to learn than actual space. Interstellar, Matthew McConaughey, John Lithgow, who else am I missing? Timothy Chalamet, Timothy, can't say his last name.
Timothy Chalamet, you had it right.
Yep. This one I feel like, oh yeah, Michael Caine too. I forgot Michael Caine. He's
yep. Who's the redhead? The redhead that's in it.
Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway's in it, but there's a redhead in it.
Casey Affleck, redhead.
No, what is her name? She won for playing Tammy Faye. What's her name? Isn't she in it? No.
Maxina Foy.
Oh, that's God damn it. I'm bad with names. If I don't have them in front of my face, I'm bad at remembering names. But yeah, there's all kinds of people. Anne Hathaway, like you said, there's so many people in that movie. The cast is ridiculous in that movie. But
this one to me,
somebody in the movie that I don't like, though. There's somebody in the movie that I absolutely don't like. But it would be a spoiler for anybody that hasn't seen the movie.
I think this one really holds a deeper percentage than actual film to me, because it talks about time and how you don't get it back, and it talks about like family, where Matthew McConaughey played this scientist where he took advantage of the time, and his kids grew up without a dad, and the world progressed as fast as he could see it, to where at the end of the movie, his daughter is this old lady, that's in a bed, and the world is upside down, but he's still the same age. Like I mean, in that shot when he's in the bookcase and he sees what's going on through the bookcase, like, to me, I know you might not like this movie, but to me, this movie, it has so much information in it that you have to really, really pay attention to, because I really do feel like, Matthew McConaughey really pulled this character off to where, he made us believe that he was going to figure out the space and time. What didn't you like about this film?
Yeah, I didn't like the whole he's trying to tell us about time. He's just trying to tell us about how time works regarding to space and all this stuff. It's just like and then there's a character in the end I did not like, and I didn't like how the ending character was portrayed and stuff like this, and it just didn't work for me. And I'm a big fan of Christopher Nolan. The pieces just didn't come together for me. I don't know.
I'm shocked. I'm really shocked that you didn't like this film, because this is a huge Matthew McConaughey film, huge hit. I mean, Christopher Nolan is a great director of the Batman, the Dark Knight franchise. And I'm gonna tell you what, that took me a while to get into. Like, you want to talk about Christopher Nolan's movies? It took me a while to get into Batman, because I didn't like how the first Batman that he directed, I didn't like how it started, where he's going back, he's learning the martial arts side of Batman. Like that, it really took for the longest time. I stopped watching it at that part, because I couldn't stand the fact that it's not a traditional Batman movie. Like,
Batman set in the real world.
Yeah. And to me, when I was a kid, I used to watch Batman and Robin with Adam West and Burt Ward. Like, that was my Batman. Like, I mean, like
that stuff was good. That stuff was good, but they weren't Nolan wasn't gonna sign on to do Batman and not do it his way. And he's a grounded filmmaker where he makes all his movies grounded where scientifically they would make sense.
Didn't he come up with another movie recently, Christopher Nolan?
Oppenheimer was his last movie. He's got a movie coming out in July called The Odyssey.
Oppenheimer. What was that one about?
That was about Richard Oppenheimer, who created the atomic bomb.
Is that out yet on?
It came out last year in July, so it's been out. Oh, actually, it came out 2 years ago. It's been 2 years since it's been out, Vinny.
I have to watch. I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, it won Best Picture. He won 7 Oscars for it. Best Actor for Cillian Murphy.
Another movie that I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this because it took another aspect of space and it told a story that we've not seen before. The Martian with Matt Damon. It had another aspect of watching space movies. Kristen Wiig is in this one. Michael Pena is in this one. Sean Bean is in this one. Jeff Daniels, Sebastian Stan. There's am I missing anybody important besides that?
There's a lot of good people. There's a lot of good people.
There is a lot of good people in this one.
There's people in like cameo, or like Donald Glover and Benedict Wong. They're all in like
that's
cameo.
the son of Danny Glover, right?
he's not the son of Danny Glover. He's Donald Glover. He's a comedian and an actor. You ever watch that show Atlanta? He's a creator and star of Atlanta, I believe. But he also played Lando Calrissian in the Solo movie. He's been around. Donald Glover's been around a while. But a lot of those guys, that was like one of their earlier movies. And I'll tell you what, I absolutely. Now, this Matt Damon in this movie, I liked. I did not like Matt Damon in one of the other movies you said. I loved him in this. I loved how he figured a way to make the time last so they could come back and get him. You know, he planted potatoes. I mean, I absolutely loved how this movie played out. And I think it's an amazing movie and I loved it. And it's funny. It's got so much now this to me is a science fiction space movie that makes a lot of sense that I can see this being something that we'll be doing in the future, like going to Mars and trying to build a society on Mars and stuff like that.
Yeah, because it's its own entity. Like there's not another movie there's a show called Mars, and it's on the National Geographic's. I saw it yesterday on Vudu. I want to watch it. There's three seasons of it. I'm not sure I don't know if it's actually talking about Mars or it's a show. But it's one of a kind. Like we don't talk about other planets, and that's one thing that I wish they would do. Is I wish they would talk about other planets like Saturn and Pluto and Jupiter. Like there's so many other things that we could be hitting instead of watching like Batman 600 and another Spider-Man, and like things that we don't need. Like we don't need another Halloween. We don't need another Jason. Like we need to focus on movies that actually make sense. Like we don't know what's on Pluto. We don't know what's on Mars. We don't know what's on Jupiter. None of those planets we do. Like, why not discover this? Why not, maybe hint of what does Saturn's rings mean? Like let's talk about that. Like Ridley Scott, the creator of Aliens and he always knows how to reinvent himself with these films, and
that was based on a worldwide best-selling book. The Martian was based on a worldwide selling book by Drew Goddard, and I'll tell you what, the screenplay. I mean, he really did a great job with the screenplay of that. I really love the screenplay.
I mean, he does
was so good. It was so intelligent.
He does. So, I mean, dude, whatever he has, he takes, and he just he takes it, and he I mean, the man can direct anything. I mean, he just did Gladiator 2.
Yeah. He's always. I remember reading an interview with him or listening to him on an interview. He says he's got like 60 projects in the works at all times. 60. How do you have 60? I mean, God, I heard Martin Scorsese's got like 5 different movies in the works right now. How is he supposed to direct 5 movies?
I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you what. Every movie on Ridley Scott's on his list, I mean, are hits. I mean, Black Hawk Down, Hannibal, Gladiator, G.I. Jane. I mean, the list goes on.
Gladiator. I mean, he made so many great movies, but his brother made a lot of good movies, and him. They both made a good. Tony Scott, his brother, made a ton of great movies.
But that's the ones that I feel like we need to touch on. Now, honorable mentions. I would say, could you put in that movie Galaxy Quest with? I
love Galaxy Quest. It's like a comedy version of Star Trek, and it's fun. It's fun. It's got Sigourney Weaver, Tim Allen, Alan Rickman. It's kind of fun. It's kind of a fun take off on Star Trek and stuff like that. And so it's not meant to be taken seriously, but it's a lot of fun.
I would say Mars Attacks is another comical.
Oh yeah. Based on a series of cards. The weird thing about Mars Attacks, Vinny, is it was based on a series of cards, and Tim Burton turned it into a movie. And it's
cards. What do you mean, like holiday cards?
Playing cards. No, playing cards. Like a deck of cards, like baseball cards and stuff like that.
Oh,
that's what it was based on. And it was so funny, man. I love. There's a special edition coming out, I think, from Arrow very soon. So it might be coming to physical media with a special edition from Arrow pretty soon. But yeah, that's such a fun movie. But like War of the Worlds is an old 1938 classic that got out there too, Vin, because that was Orson Welles. He went to the news or the radio. And he said, "The Martians are coming. The Martians are coming." And he spurned on the country. They were worried about being attacked by the Martians, but it was just a ploy to build up this movie. Not Mars Attacks, War of the Worlds.
Right.
And Steven Spielberg made a remake of it in early 2000s.
What about Oblivion? We saw this one a couple years ago back in the theaters.
It's all right. I mean, I don't love it. I don't hate it. I mean, it's got Morgan Freeman. It's got Ben Affleck. Right? No, Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise, Morgan Freeman. I mean, it's all right. It actually turned out to be a good thing for Tom Cruise because he used that director, Joseph Kosinski, to make a couple good movies. Since then, he's made F1 and Top Gun Maverick.
You also got The Fifth Element, which another Bruce Willis movie.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a fun alien anime, like sci-fi movie, but it's funny with a lot of this different funny stuff in it, like a space cabbie. You gotta love that. That's kind of a cool gimmick.
There's another one called where'd it go? The First Man.
First Man. It's basically a remake of the same movie. It's just like First Man is a story about Neil Armstrong, but we kind of got Neil Armstrong in. Did we get Neil Armstrong in Apollo 13 or no?
No, we don't get him, but they talk about him.
Okay, yeah. Well, this is basically Neil Armstrong. I mean, it's good though. It's from Damien Chazelle. I mean, he's a good filmmaker.
There's another one that we didn't mention that I don't think it's horrible, but it stars Brad Pitt and Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh yeah, that what's the name of that again?
Ad Astra.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's not like the greatest thing since sliced bread or anything like that, but it's okay.
And then you got Contact.
I like the father-son. I like the father-son kind of aspect of Ad Astra. Contact, I love. I love Contact. That's an underrated sci-fi / space movie with Matthew McConaughey.
And the last one I'm gonna mention is Lost in Space.
Yeah, well, Lost in Space is based on a very, very famous television show from the 60s. They turned it into a movie with your boy from Friends, I believe, is in it. And then Gary Oldman is the doctor, of course. We all know the doctor turns out to be the bad guy. But then they even had a show on Netflix where 2 or 3 seasons of Lost in Space. And it was really good. They really do more with the show when it went to Netflix. But I mean, it's a good movie. I was hoping to get a sequel to it, but we never did get a sequel to it. But anything Gary Oldman and I'll watch, but I mean, Matt LeBlanc from frickin' Friends, give me a break.
If you had to have a top 5 space movies of all time, how would you put them in order?
Well, I mean, what would you include, like Alien and Aliens and stuff like that in there?
I'm sure. It's space movies, so I mean, yeah, you can put those in there too.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I'd put The Empire Strikes Back. I'd put Aliens. I'd put probably 2001: A Space Odyssey. I'd put The Martian in there because I love it so much. But I think Apollo 13 would be a good one. Gravity, like you said, I mean, it's hard. I would put probably Empire Strikes Back, Aliens, 2001: A Space Odyssey, Gravity, and The Martian.
I think I will go Apollo 13, number 1. I would go Aliens, Interstellar. I would go Fifth Element. and I would do The Martian. Oh, you know what we didn't talk about too? The Hitchhiker's Guide up to the Galaxy.
Oh, that's awful. Awful.
You didn't like that?
No, that's terrible.
What about Fly Me to the Moon? Did you like that one?
I never saw it, believe it or not. I had one of my writers on my website watch it and review. I could see it. I have a special Apple account. I could watch it. I just haven't had a chance to watch it.
Well, folks, that is our episode for this week's Saturday Morning Reviews. Catch us every Saturday morning as we review new movies, old movies. We do, specialty shows like this, our top space movies. If there's something that you want us to review, something that you think we should talk about, drop us a line on Facebook or Instagram, or even Twitter at UPR Entertainment or UPR Reviews. Either one. You can always check me out on Wednesday nights with my crew on the All Elite Heat podcast, Cactus Katie and the Sheriff, as we break down AEW every week. And then coming up, I got another show with my buddy, the Mad Dog, Matt Dog Kelly, as we're going to be doing a prediction show for oh God, what's coming up? I forget. What's the pay-per-view? God, what am I drawing?
Blood and Guts. Blood.
No, that was last night.
Oh, I don't know then.
Let's see. I'll tell you what it is. Full Gear.
Full Gear. Full Gear.
Full Gear. It's coming up. Let's see. Full Gear is coming up on Saturday, November 23rd from Newark, New Jersey. And then we end it. Oh, wow. Wait, really? No. No, that's last year's. That's last year's. Hold on. I'm sorry. Full Gear is November 22nd in Newark, New Jersey. And then we end it with World's End in Chicago this year. So we're not getting a pay-per-view like we did last year with AEW. Katie went last night to Blood and Guts.
Oh, good for her.
I want to show you some of the clips that she sent me.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, you know what? I don't think they're on this one. Nope, I don't think they are. They're not. She had really good seats, man. She said it was very, very entertaining. And I'm kind of disappointed I didn't get to go. I really thought that would have been a really cool show to go see.
Yeah. Well, she lives closer than you.
Yeah, she does. Skip, where can they find you at?
You can find me under my name, Dan Skip Allen, on Facebook, Twitter, X, whatever, Blue Sky, Letterboxd, Threads, Instagram, all of the social medias. Also, I am the owner, editor-in-chief, and head film critic of FromTheFourthRow.com, where you can find all my reviews, my writers. I have 4 other writers. I just had a guest review from a longtime friend who wrote a guest review for me of The Carpenter's Son. So that's on there. And I just posted Eternity today. This week is
how was that?
It was good. It was good. It was funny. And it had a lot of levity to it, considering it dealt with death and the afterlife. Eternity was quite funny, but I had The Running Man this week, so you can go on there and look at my review of The Running Man. Plus, I have the running column, regular weekly reviews from my man Jacob, all doing all the Paul Thomas Anderson movies, and it's going to be a lot of big heavy hitters coming out. You got Wicked, you got Zootopia 2 coming, so the website's going to be stacked full of good stuff. So keep your eyes on the site.
The other day I went to Dunkin' Donuts to get a coffee, and they're doing the Wicked tin set with and these bastards had the audacity to put a picture of all the munchkins and their colors on the actual menu, like the chocolate, the vanilla. And I'm thinking, oh, it's a mixture box. No, it's not. I get this box, I open it up, all the damn fucking munchkins have pink and green sparkles all over them. Like
Sprinkles.
extra sugar. I was so disappointed. I'm like, man, I cannot eat this. There's so much sugar on these damn things.
You showed it to me. I was like, oh, no, I'll pass. I was like, that's disgusting.
Yeah, there's way too much sugar.
What are you doing, Dunkin' Donuts? Give me a break.
Yeah, there was way too much sugar.
They're
And
in full gear of that Wicked for Good marketing campaign, right? They are in full gear with that, buddy.
yeah, they're definitely they're definitely trying to make this to be, you know, something.
Another $1 billion movie.
Yeah. It's great. It's crazy how they turn these classic films into like these just knockout these knockout
That's a question that I have a friend of mine who really he has a really kind of a like a opinionated thing about this. We don't need to know the backstories of all of these people from all of our favorite movies. We don't need more sequels and prequels and reboots of all our favorite characters. Did we need to learn all about the Wizard of Oz and what the motivations of the different, you know, the different witches and all that stuff just to enjoy the Wizard of Oz? No, we didn't, but we got it. So now, you know, like, now we're learning more about the Predator and you know, Predator Badlands. Like, did you really want to learn about the Predator in these movies and the world of the Predators and stuff, or what?
Well, that's what I keep saying. I keep saying all the time is they're not thinking. They're just doing what's going to make money. That's all they care about. That's all everybody cares about is money. Like, it's sad how the world has revolved about who can make the highest gross box office movie of all time. Not knowing that maybe our genre doesn't want to see another freaking Predator. Like, it's these young kids. That's the problem. These young kids, these young punks, they want to see this stuff. They want to see Spider-Man 23. It's like, you want to see Spider-Man? Why don't you go watch the original Spider-Man? Why do you want to watch this junk? These people that put the suits on again for the 90th time. I don't want to see that.
You're not going to get Back to the Future, Vince. So
I don't want Back to the Future. I don't want that.
Well, I'm saying you're not going to get it. So you know that's your favorite. You don't want any more Back to the Future. Well, you know you're not going to get it, so you don't have to worry about it.
I don't want it. I don't want it because I'm going to tell you right now, even if Bob Gale and Zemeckis dies, you're never, ever, 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 ever going to touch the original Back to the Future. There's not a single soul on this planet that can do a better Marty McFly. Not a single soul. Nobody can do a Marty McFly like Michael J. Fox.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that's one thing about Back to the Future that I always thought was pretty cool, that we're going to only get those 3 movies and that's all we're going to get. And I just hope his family just doesn't sell out. And
they're not going to sell out. They're not. It has nothing to do with Michael J. Fox fan. It has something to do with Robert Zemeckis and Bob Gale.
Gale's family. His family. When he dies.
Now there is something cool. If you are a Back to the Future fan, and if you didn't know about this, there's a couple other things you could watch or read that could tell you more about the space-time continuance that they didn't do. You have the Back to the Future game that actually goes further into after Doc leaves Marty in the third one, and it gives you the whole like breakdown of what happens, and you can actually make decisions on where Marty and Doc ends their future, or you can read the comic books that they made after the movie, which I think has a lot of other interesting facts about Biff and Doc and Marty and where they all went after the third cowboy movie. But guys, listen, before I leave you guys, I want to tell you about Margarita at Sea coming up. April this year is the biggest WrestleMania ever. They say it every year. So it's like, how do you believe what year is the biggest year ever? But I'm going to leave you with the actual commercial for this. And then if you want any information about the cruise or the book and be on the cruise with us to watch WrestleMania, make sure you reach out to any of our hosts. The executive consultant, the great Puma, you got Cactus Katie, you got the Mad Dog Matt Kelly, you got the sheriff, you got the wrestling doll. Anybody that's on UPR could help you out. Just drop us a line on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, X, whatever it's called. And guys, we'll see you at the movies next time. Thanks for joining me, Skip, and take care, guys.